become popular to hate on morning routines. You know, people make fun of them. They say, "Oh, look at this guy. He's waking up at 5 a.m. to do his morning routine." Like it's some kind of weird shit that, CEO shit. And I don't really get it because morning routines is what changed my life. I know that when I'm not doing my morning routine, I'm not as productive. I'll go ahead and waste my whole day if I'm not like on schedule from the first time of the day. Like when I wake up and I know exactly what I have to do, then I'm productive. If I wake up and I don't really know what to do, I just have to like kind of figure out in my brain and I don't have it written out, then I'm not gonna be as productive. And I know that already. And that's why I make sure to plan out everything and make like everything a routine, so I'm just gonna follow it. There is an analogy that goes like this. To win the day, you have to win the morning. To win at life, you have to win the day. So translate that and it means to win the morning, win the life. Because every single day starts with the morning. And if you choose to do the right actions every single morning, that will set yourself up for the success throughout the whole day. And if you can consequently win every single day, then you will win at life. And let's say that you scroll on your phone for most of the morning, then it's gonna be hard to get productive because your brain is just kind of like, in the morning it's very easy to kind of put things onto it. So if you grab your phone when you wake up, that's really bad because then there's a bigger chance that for the rest of the day you're just gonna do that. But if you, when you wake up, immediately jump out of bed, go do your full routine, then you're also going to be have an easier time being productive for the rest of the day because you started the day out in a good way. A lot of people talk about morning routines and you shouldn't be extreme about it. Of course, your morning routine shouldn't take 4 hours. I mean, mine, it takes, almost an hour, a bit under, I would say right now. And you might go like crazy, oh, his morning routine is an hour. But the morning routine is what changed my life. Like that is when I implemented all of the habits. So I'm not saying you shouldn't like do this morning routine if you're completely new. I've made a video on a reasonable morning routine that you can implement today. And I'll just link that video in the description. But anyways, in this video I'm just going to show you, my morning routine, the current one that I'm doing right now, which has gave me the most progress. So I'll just list it here. And maybe I'll put a picture up on screen so you can see it. So every single morning, I wake up at 5 a.m. And when I wake up at 5 a.m, it's because, there is school at 8 o'clock. So to be able to get some work in, I have to wake up even earlier because I have to leave my house at 7:30 to be able to get to school by 8. So I wake up at 5 a.m. and then I have 1 hour of like deep work where I edit my videos, I work on my business. I just try to do as much as I can in that 1 hour. You might say that, oh, 1 hour isn't a lot. Well, I don't want to get up earlier because then I'm not gonna get enough sleep. I'm like at the 8 hour mark, and I know that I've said that I'm gonna, that you should sleep longer, but I don't have I'm not available to sleep more, so I just sleep 8 hours. People recommend that in the media, and I feel fine when I wake up, to be honest. Maybe it's because my other habits are dialed in. So I wake up at 5 a.m. Then I edit some videos, I just work on my business for 1 hour, I do that. And it's hard to wake up at 5 a.m. sometimes, but that's a part of the discipline, like turning the lights on immediately so you're not gonna go back to sleep. Then when it's 6 a.m, that is when I actually go do like the full morning routines type stuff. So the first thing I do is I go take a piss, then I go into I have like something called red light therapy. It's kind of like a light panel that lights red wavelengths of light at me. If you don't know what it is, it doesn't really matter. It gives a lot of health benefits. So I sit in front of that, and for the first 10 minutes of sitting in front of it, I will meditate, and then I'm in front of the red light therapy for 20 minutes. So the first 10 minutes is meditation. For the next 10 minutes, then I'll read in a book. Right now I'm reading The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek or whatever you say. It's a really good book about purpose, and I was of course recommend it to you. So I read that book for 10 minutes. It is not that long, but usually I stay around for a bit more of reading afterwards, like a couple more minutes. I don't have that much time, so I just start the day out with 10 minutes. After I've read my book and done with red light therapy, then I go and I get changed, I make my bed, then I read the Bible and I pray, then I do gratitude journaling, then I have something like a discipline task. It's something that I don't want to do. It's a small habit, but it's something that I don't want to do. I do every single day to kind of level up my discipline. And it seems dumb, but it's just wiping down my desktop. So I wipe down this desk and the one I have in another room in my office. I wipe down the dust of them, and that's like my discipline task. And then that's like kind of the self-improvement part of the morning routine. And and that part lasts from like 5 a.m. to 6:45. So I'll just go quickly through it again without stopping and explaining stuff. So wake up at 5 a.m. Then I do some deep work like eat the frog task. I edit my videos, or I just work on my business. Then at 6 a.m. I go in and I meditate, and I sit in front of the red light therapy panel. Then I read a book for 10 minutes. Then I come in, get changed, do my daily discipline task. Then I gratitude journal and I read my Bible for 10 minutes and I pray. And I've been doing this for probably like the last half year, and it's changed my life the most. Out of all of the morning routines I've done, this has changed my life the most. And it's probably also because I've made sure that it's gotten increasingly harder. Like, I didn't start out with doing all of these things, but slowly over time I increased the amounts and the difficulty of the stuff that I have to do. And you might be ahead of me, you might be below me, or you might be at this stage. If you don't know what morning routine to do right now, you feel like your old one is too easy, you can try this. But if you're completely new, I don't recommend this. I recommend the one that I'm going to show in the video that I've linked. But this is the morning routine that really changed my life, because you already, I'll just go ahead and explain some of the habits. Gratitude journaling is just to be in a grateful state in the morning. I meditate because I want to be more present, and it also helps with more productivity. Think about it. When I'm talking here to you, I don't have any thoughts about what I'm going to do afterwards. Like whatever I'm going to buy at the grocery store or who I'm going to talk to at school. I'm just here talking directly to you. Then the red light therapy has loads of health benefits, and I work on my business obviously because I want to help you. And reading the Bible, getting closer with God and praying. And then the discipline task is obvious, improve my discipline. So that's my morning routine as of right now of the 16th of April 2024. I hope that you'll get inspired by this if you're not at the state that I'm in, if you're like not lower, but what can I say? That you haven't made as much progress as me. I hope that you'll get inspired and see that a normal guy like me sitting here in his room, he can get to that point. So of course you also can. I mean, it just takes dedication and discipline for a long time, and then you will get to these things, because my morning routine is just a habit for me now. I mean, for most of the time it's not super hard. I mean, sometimes I have to kick myself to really do it, but it's ingrained in me so much that I just go and do it automatically. But at least go get a morning routine. You can try the one that I'm going to link in the description. You're clearly interested in self-improvement videos, so go down and click the subscribe button. It's a win-win for both of us. I get to teach you and you get the knowledge. And remember to put one foot in front of the other.